Yo, welcome back to Pokemon Colosseum with Justin and Ulam. As you can see, I did a little bit more training, and I actually ended up, I was doing it at Mount Battle, and I actually stopped just shy of getting enough battle points for the Psychic TM, because it turned out at level 47, Espeon learned it. Boy, am I glad I didn't find that out in the reverse order. That would have... Anyway. So, that has gotten everyone up to being above 46, with the only two remaining at 46 being Meganium and Entei. I've started training them in these pairs, so they usually tend to stay... I mean, with the use of the EXP share, I'm able to roughly keep the pairs certainly always within a level or two of each other. So, now we are back, and ready to go take on these last two admins before heading into what I presume is over there going to be the tower proper. I think learning Psychic was really the only move change that was made. Oh, well, if it isn't that darling boy and girl, what kept you so long? I'm rather tired of waiting. Now, say your goodbyes. This time, I really am going to be as serious can be. We'll see about that. You don't look like you're taking this particularly seriously. Right. Well, one of those is going to regret being thrown out against an Entei. And actually, we don't really have anything to fear from that Raichu either, probably anyway. So, well, it looks like that a little bit of extra leveling is probably going to have been particularly nice. Let's see. I mean, Entei probably takes Bellissum out just with the Fire Blast alone without Sunny Day added on, but there's really no point in having Meganium do a 2-turn charged Solar Beam instead of just going ahead and setting up Sunny Day this turn, and then using it next turn as though it had done the 2-turn charge, but then on turn 3, dividends. Meanwhile, it will... Wow! With a crit in the sun! Goodbye! Not a chance! Alright, Drevis next, huh? Oh, still having Bite on Entei will be nice. Okay, oh, somebody's slow. Okay, alright. That's fine. Probably going to move before him anyway, so the turn order change probably didn't affect much. Alright, Grass resists Electric, but I do not believe that it works the other way around, so Solar Beam should be able to knock out a Raichu, right? It's Crunch. Dark Bite. Shoot, if it was Crunch, I might keep it instead of switching it for Flamethrower eventually. But it isn't, so eventually I will be switching it for Flamethrower. What is this, Confusion? Yes. Wouldn't be able to do anything if it was asleep. I'm already paralyzed. Please, oh good, you were going into the same Pokemon. Alright, well, see, annoying, but oh well. And now it's turn 3. Blast that Raichu away, see if we can bite through all the nonsense they've put in front of Entei. But if they're underestimating Meganium, they're about to be very sorry. I don't think I'm supposed to start to use against a Wigglytuff. Come on, Entei. Yeah, I know you are. Oh, come on, Entei! Alright, against these two, probably still a Solar Beam into Wigglytuff. Yeah, let's keep... I mean, come on, at this point, it's been 2 turns in a row. It's got to pull through it. Alright, that's about half the Wigglytuff. Yeah, this does only about, what, maybe 5%? Yeah. So we easily tank that. Alright, so now we're both confused. Fine! We'll deal with it. Alright, come on, Entei. Come! 3 turns in a row! Entei! Alright. Meganium hopefully will break through. Meanwhile, Entei needs a heal. I only have one of those, so we'll just restore health. See, as how we know we can tank whatever hits they have for him, and it's not like he's gonna do the damage to himself this turn. Good grief, what is this confusion hack? Right, it's a little bit of something, but nothing we can't handle. Well, shoot. That is unfortunate. Especially with Meganium failing to be particularly able to reach through the confusion. Thinking I'll go ahead and set up a synthesis this turn, and a bite. There you go, good job, Meganium. Alright, so even outside the sun, that was a pretty good amount of HP. Tank as per usual. Oh, well, less so now. Alright, that'll do less damage than it did last time. Didn't reset the sun. Come on, Entei! This is some stupid garbage. Yes. I guess, honestly, what can I do but do it again? Betcha it turns out after all this, the Mischievous does not go down to a single bite either. Of course you did. There you go, stinking Entei. Finally! Hurt himself on every possible turn, and of course it doesn't. Synthesis. And we're expecting Psychic onto him, so Umbreon for a safe switch. Oh, plus, duh, Umbreon's going to be super effective. Espeon would not be. Come on, Meganium. Just die then. Yeah, well, you're a right piece of something, you know that? Well, at least that gives Meganium a chance to heal through its burn. And we'll see if we even stand a chance. Nope, of course not. What are these stupid... With all the times I've hit myself in this stupid fight, I should now be able to go the entire rest of the time. Of course, you get a crit. I need to make the most of this slight momentum shift. Finally bringing in someone who is fast and doesn't have just all of the stinking status effects on them. But, undoubtedly, I can only probably kill one of you before I start to get bogged down by nonsense. Of course you did. Well, at least it bought us a turn of no Confuse Ray or anything stupid from you. And you weren't the one I was targeting with this anyway. So actually, Espeon will indeed get a second turn of opportunity. When we've already taken down. Alright, Bite gets through. Day late, $1 short. thing Espeon will be able to do without being confused. Ron's probably gonna... No! Manages to actually use it, and manages to hit! There we go! Finally! Any good luck! Alright, and with that, the Melodic is dead. Eventually. Yep, here comes the Confuse Ray onto Espeon. Which I could have stopped if I'd used Bite, but there it was. I figured some nonsense about that would be coming in. Too bad for you, I already got the Toxic on you. Alright, well, Psychic is unlikely to really do too much. And if Bite is going to hit, Bite is already going to kill. So let's swap Espeon out for Entei. If he dies this turn, he dies. I hope we can knock out Misdreavus. I mean, at some small... At least Entei's not confused now, but... Well, that's gonna do us. Alright, Misdreavus is down. There's that at least, and now... We've won. Because there's no way that the Melodic can take all of us down in the time that it has left. Okay, well, I mean... I say that, I did not realize it had a multi-person hitting move. With stinking more crit hacks, so... Take that, yeah. My point stands. Alright, Espeon brought back in, and will not have that attraction anymore. Let's see, and after the second turn... Okay, yeah. Toxic takes a little bit to get going, clearly. Let's help it along, shall we? And... Oh, at 47 Umbreon learned Screech. I decided to swap that in so that I could have some bonus power on Secret Power. And actually, I guess now is as decent a time as any to start working towards that. Although I'll swap to using... Never mind! Oh, nice Psychic! I was extremely overestimating Melodic's special defense. I thought it would tank that. That thing had garbage special defense, apparently. For that to have just snapped it away at like 80%. Yeah. Blue badge. Sawed off. Alright. Back to heal. So, presumably, despite losing their, well, because she didn't really have anything to go off of the Suicune, really, in the first place. She was supposed to be using those debilitating status effects mostly, in the first place. So, her first to second battle, hypothetically, didn't really change that much. But, so that's not actually about that. And so, therefore, even though Ain's battle was clearly kind of built around the Raikou just really nicely fit into what was otherwise clearly a rain team, so I'm expecting it to rain for him once again. Even with me now having his Raikou. Question there being then, I need this Meganium for if and when that stinking Lantern shows up. But I don't know if I want to lead with it. Because I definitely want to lead with it if it turns out the Lantern ends up out turn 1. Yeah, I'm thinking probably no matter what then, because so many of them ended up being... Plus, he's gonna have replaced Raikou with something, which probably will end up being like a Ludicolo or some dual water something type that makes it not weak to electric. Alright, Ein, let's do a quick save. Well, so you have come, hand in hand, like a happy couple on an aimless stroll. Not really. Well, let me inform you, this is no picnic. You will never defeat me with such a frivolous mind. I still don't remember what voice I gave him. I think it changes every time I do it. Interesting. Right on, you say. One assumes maybe it has Lightning Rod? Did it have Lightning Rod in Gen 3? It's a weird choice alongside a Pelipper unless it has Lightning Rod. Here go my point of it. So I presume it must be trying to use Lightning Rod. Alright, so Entei is not great in this setup. Razor Leaf will possibly KO the Rhydon, so I think I don't really have any choice about using that. I guess actually, in considering if the Rhydon does want to go for Earthquake, the Pelipper will be immune to that. So I guess it might not be as bad of a matchup as I was thinking. But, what do I do with Entei? I kind of imagine the Pelipper is going to try to set up Rain Dance. The question is... No, there's no question. Well, I don't know. There is a bit of a level difference, so I don't know. Would Entei be faster or slower? Because if Entei's faster, no point in using Sunny Day. The Pelipper will replace it because it's slower. If Entei could possibly be slower, that wouldn't be a bad play. I don't trust that I'd be slower, so I think I need to go with either Bite or Stomp. Probably Stomp onto the Pelipper. Because the Pelipper ain't receiving almost any damage from us, for sure. Oh shoot, maybe should have focused the Rhydon with Bite. Yep, that didn't do anything, and this was never gonna kill. Yep, I am fast, so at least I called that right. This was... Oh, yeah, no, this was never gonna... Wow, that didn't do anything to the Pelipper. I really should have just done Bite into the Rhydon. Alright, odd. Toxic. Interesting. Entei was probably not going to be sticking around that long anyway, so... Whatever. This puts us in a fairly advantageous position, as I can now use a Razor Leaf that I know will knock out the Rhydon, and Entei can use Sunny Day this turn. See, you stinking... Whatever, fine. Next turn, one turn Solar Beam into your face. And it's not like we won't do some chip to the Pelipper. Mostly, we are now going to replace the weather on a turn that presumably the Pelipper was trying to go for You set up Rain running and planning on using? Alright, well we're both faster than the Pelipper unfortunately, so Solar Beam into the Rhydon as promised. Entei unfortunately doesn't really have any setup move he can use to make use of the fact that he can't really do anything this turn. Well, no, hold on, yes he can. Because the Rhydon will go down to Meganium and then he can attack whatever comes in. Which undoubtedly a Fire Blast will... Well, not undoubtedly, but probably... it'll be boosted, so even if it is resisted, as long as it's not quad resisted, I think Fire Blast into that slot is probably still... Alright, that was obvious. Now, what does he call out next? Which is a real question here. Electric! Excellent! Haha! Take a Fire Blast to that face. Yes! Haha! Fool! You thought you could do something. But you couldn't. Alright, and incoming Fly, but honestly, the game should be fine. You weren't even targeting Meganium! Okay, well, Entei's probably gonna need to switch out pretty soon, because that poison's getting strong. Let's see, one turn Solar Beam onto the Starmie to take it out, and we honestly probably need Entei to go for a Bite onto the Pelipper, seeing as how we saw that Stomp didn't do the trick. I don't know that Bite will, but, I mean, gotcha. Goodness, you're fast! Fortunate. Man, even under Sunny Day? Nuts. No. Shoot. Let's see. Okay. Probably not you two, seeing as how... Well! Yeah, I could send out Raikou expecting them to... Yeah, that's what I'll do. Expecting them to try to set up Ring Dance. Because he had locked into Fly, thinking he still had that, and hasn't had a turn to do anything different since. Not until this turn. If this turn, that's what he was going for, then that Rain Dance will actually be phenomenally to my advantage against the Crobat. Were you using it? Yes, you were! You fool! You've doomed your ally! Man, if I only had a Discharge, actually, that would be an excellent move for this scenario, but I don't believe Discharge exists in Gen 3. Yeah, I don't think so. I think that's a Gen 4 move. Could be wrong. Alright, so the Crobat double resists Solar Beam, so definitely no point. Oh, right, no point in doing a Solar Beam on this turn anyway. How do your two speeds compare? So. Ooh! I doubt either. I mean, the Pelipper could be going for Surf, but probably not. Alright, what we're gonna try is this. Because I can get that Sunny Day up after Raikou uses it to guarantee the Thunder. And Meganium's probably going to take a pretty big hit this turn from... Oh, well, that stinks. Well, okay, I was expecting him to go offensive on Meganium, but oh well. Spark would still rock your world. Ha! You were going for Surf! Ah! But now it's resisted instead of being doubly resisted on her part, but even it's resisted by Raikou due to the sun. Which unfortunately does mean that now Solar Beam should yeah, because Solar Beam would be neutral on the Pelipper, so Pelipper should be dead to this. Question is Spark actually going to be enough for Crobat? Do not know! Oh, yes. Why were you possible? Do you not know any offensive moves? He can't know Cross Poison, that's not till Gen 4. Maybe he doesn't. Yeah, if he doesn't have... I think Brave Bird existed in Gen 3. Yeah, maybe he only has supporting or low-level moves at this point for some reason. That'd be weird, because yeah, that Crobat would be a gigantic threat if it had like Cross Poison and Brave Bird. But if it doesn't really have any moves, then it's... great stats really don't matter, now do they? Alright. Too late for you, fool. I'm not sure what to do now. Spark takes you out. Well, I guess unless that flinches, you attacks Meganium? Yeah, he must not have any kind of appropriate moveset for it then. Either of his stabs would have also been super effective. Why wouldn't he have used either of those on Meganium instead of Bite? All things. Whatever, that turned out certainly a lot less annoying than the previous fight. Alright. Oh, hello there. Just sort of out of nowhere PDA notification. Yes, hello. Greetings from Egan. Oh, hey Egan. Just wanted to let you know the first electronic mail, not familiar. Hey, yeah, haha. Type in words. Incidentally, if you are ever in... Whoop, nope, how do I... How do I scroll? Maybe you can't and that's the point? Yeah, maybe he didn't get the entire message in the thing. Yeah, no, because it takes me down to another message, so... I'm guessing that's the joke or something? Maybe he'll send me another one in just a second, that I'll have the other half. Oh, yep! She even mentioned it! Oh, Grandpa, the email's cut off before he finally gets to the point. What should we do? Should we go back to that? Alright, well... Seeing as how time has kind of caught up with us, I will be heading back to Agate Village, because I might as well check that out, seeing as how now with the yellow badge and the blue badge. Ta-da-da-da! That is now open. So I will go ahead, head back, heal, and then we will reconvene in Agate Village to find out whatever that's going on about. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time. Yo, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, like and leave a comment. Subscribe and hit the bell icon if you want YouTube to let you know when more uploads arrive. I've put links in the description for if you want to follow the channel's Twitter or Facebook, as well as a link to the channel's Patreon if you'd like to support the channel. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.